Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Innis Gunn. I think this is done by Bellhaven. This was sent to me. This is their original, is what they're calling it. And Rico sent me this, and he sent a note here. It says, a 6.6% oak-aged Scottish ale, 18 IBUs. It comes in a 4-pack, around for about $11, he says. And it's got Best Before, BEE, on the back, March 17. Best Before March 2017. And he says here, brewed by Bellhaven for Innis and Gunn, originally marketed simply as Innis and Gunn Oak Aged Beer. Original was added later, he says. So, I have done one of their beers, I think, and it wasn't this one. I think it was a rum-aged version of one of their beers. So, and it's been a while back too. So, he picked this up and sent it to me. So I thought we'd do this. Like I said, 6.6, and he read. I think it's 18 IBUs. Is that what he said? Yeah, 18 IBUs. So. Scottish ale and oak age, so we should have some little bit of oakiness in there, some woodiness. Let's see what it brings to the table. And it's got a great big long description. I'm not going to read that, guys. This is going to be more of an English style beer. It says here, Rate Beer is calling it an English strong ale, and Beer Advocate is calling it a Scottish ale. So you can take your pick of what you want to call it, I guess. So, but we're not going to spend a huge amount of time on this beer. I find them tasty, but I find them a little on the subdued side. But of course, us Americans like everything just hyped all to hell. More hops, more this, more that, more whatever. So hopefully it's going to be an enjoyable beer. It'll be the first beer of the day for me. Today is the 31st of January, last day of the month. 2017 for January. So, while I get the top off of this, I will tell you, food pairings, it says none. Well, that's a bunch of horse shit. This will probably go with just about anything, guys. Very nice cap on it. I'm going to have to save that cap, put it on the fridge. Right on top, it says Innis Gunn Oak Aged Beer. So, very nice cap. Glassware. Pint backer, non-tumbler mug, signed Sidell. I'm using my favorite tulip glass, and says here not recommended for extending cellaring, 6.6. I would have it by March 2017. Just as soon have a bottled on date, so but it is what it is. Not too much of a head on that one, and this looks like a tinier bottle than normal, probably a 11.2 or something. Just barely covering the top of the beer as far as the head goes. Nice amber color, a lot of bubbles streaming up. Let's put the nose to it. Caramel, toffee. A little bit of woodiness in there, some oakiness. I'm getting some grassy graininess too, like a lager. It's not a lager. No alcohol. Smells fairly subdued, and that's about what I was expecting. Well, let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. could have swore I was tasting some grapes there. I am getting a little bit of fruitiness there. Maybe some grapes or apricots or something. There is a little bit of fruitiness to this beer. Very easy drinking. Alcohol is super well hidden. Very light. More or less a sessionable beer. I mean, even though it's a 6.6, alcohol is very well hidden. Tasty beer. Not something that I would run out and buy. And these guys are out of Edinburgh, Scotland. So probably a pretty popular drink as far as beer goes over there if you're not drinking something a little stronger. But seems like a fairly well made beer. So let me sip on it for a little bit and see what we come up with, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little left here, been sipping on it for a little while. Now that it's come up to room temperature, I am getting that sweetness and some honey, caramel and toffee. Maybe hints of vanilla from the oak barrels that they used. Very, very enjoyable beer, guys. I will say that. Not something that I would typically run out and buy, but it's a decent beer, guys. I mean, it's not blowing my hair back or my socks off or anything, but it's a decent beer. I'm just going to leave it at that. Final choke. A very nice, easy drinking, enjoyable, well-made beer. Kind of tasty to me. I may go against the grain on this one, as I am known to do a lot of times. But I think it's a tasty beer, guys. And even though they've got a Best Buy or Enjoy Buy here on there, which I'm not a fan of, they at least have a date on it. So I don't think it's an A beer, though, guys. But grading it on the style of what it is, which is a Scotch ale. Done in oak barrels. It's decent. I mean, it's decent. So I'm gonna give it that. To me, guys, I'm gonna give it a B plus. Like I said, I don't think it's an A beer because of the dating, for one thing. I would like to see a bottle on date, and it's just a little too. And I hate to use the word average, but it's a little too. For barrel age. It's not bourbon barrel or rum barrel or anything like that, but I am getting hints of the oakiness or the vanilla from those barrels. It's just a kind of a. I'd like to see something a little more tastier than this. I mean, if it had been done in a rum or a bourbon barrel, it probably would kick it up a notch or three. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna go on and on and on about this beer. Numeric rating for me would probably be 87, guys. That's where I would put it. Beer Advocate has this at 85 in a very good range. And over to Rate Beer, they're not very kind at all. Overall, 52, 56 in the style. So I'm giving a lot better numbers than those guys are. And for our final check-in, we run over to Untapped, and they have it at 3.61, which is in the B range also there, guys. So, and that's where I think it is. It's a B beer. And like I said, I'm giving it the B+, which may be a little generous, but it's in the B category there. So, we didn't get any A's from anybody, and you know, that's just all the people that's averaged out what they've commented on the beer. And there may be some people in Scotland or wherever saying, oh my God, you must be crazy. That's an A beer. And I'm not going to argue with that. If that's what you're used to drinking, that's what you like to drink, by golly, that's what you should drink. So, with that being said, if you've had this one from Innis Gunn, Scottish ale, done in oak barrels, let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. See you then.